Hey y'all, what's cracking? Welcome to Intuneology with Zen Jen. Today I am here to talk about the astrology of 2021. 2021 carries some similar energies to that of 2020, especially in the first half of the year. The energy is highly creative and innovative. This will offer us inspiration. It's all about making the best of what we can with what we ended up with from 2020. 2020 brought us a lot of change. 2021 brings us a lot of innovation. It's about the ability to expand our minds and the way we choose to think and perceive things. 2021 calls for us to live more creatively and more thrifty. It's about thinking outside the norm and making necessary changes of pace. Let's talk Age of Aquarius. I have a video about the Age of Aquarius if you'd like to know more, and I will tag it below in the description. On the 21st of December last year, Jupiter and Saturn met at the same degree in the zodiac, making it the Great Conjunction. It also happened at 0 degrees Aquarius. This was the projected start of the Age of Aquarius, which is every 2150 years we switch ages. This is something we'll never see again in our lifetime, and a lot of astrologers actually disagree upon when the exact start date of the Age of Aquarius is. But there's a lot of evidence surrounding the Age of Aquarius that leads us to believe this is the time now. In February, we have a stellium coming up, which means 3 or more planets in the same sign in the zodiac. We actually have 6 planets in Aquarius in February. The Age of Aquarius is all about collective community, humanitarian efforts, and technology. It's also about connecting with our inner healer that is present within all of us. This time will be about all working for the good, for the whole. 2021 is a numerology number 5 year. Number 5 stands for creativity, adventure, and freedom. Number 5 also stands for all of the elements: air, water, earth, fire, and spirit. The number 5 is also associated with the womb and our divine feminine energy. So this year will be all about the balance between masculine and feminine, also known as a fertile year. It's time to plant the seed and finally watch that sucker sprout out of the ground. We're here for manifestations and physical manifestation. So whatever space was cleared for you last year will now become fertile planting ground for your desires. This year we also have Mercury Retrograde in mostly air signs. The last few years Mercury Retrograde has occurred in mostly water signs. In 2021 things will shift and Mercury will be moving into Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. These rule over the mind and thought processes and perception. We will be encouraged to think beyond our limitations and our belief system. It's all about finding new ways of thinking and our mind expanding. The repetitive belief patterns that we were attached to that no longer served us need to be broken. Less attachment, more allowing. So the Mercury retrograde dates for this year are January 30th through February 20th, May 29th through June 22nd, and September 26th through October 18th. Next up, we have Saturn square Uranus. This is a major alignment for 2021. Uranus equals shock, surprise, awakening. Square alignments are usually tense, restless, rebellion, innovative. So during these times, society will kind of be re-examined of its systems and changes will be made if necessary. As these two come together, we may see a tug-of-war between Uranus's change, revolution, and freedom, and Saturn's traditions and time, responsibility, and boundaries. This alignment will also light up things involving the environment. We could see a natural disaster during one of these times. So just be mindful during this year of how you are treating the planet. The 3 alignments will be February 17th, June 14th, and December 24th. Saturn square the lunar nodes. This alignment indicates deception and illusion. It's time to look behind the smoke and mirrors and instead go within for the answers that we are looking for. We started feeling this already at the end of 2020, but it will really be kicked into high gear January and February of this year. It may be hard to trust the resources that we once believed. It's time to turn to your intuition and your inner knowing, your gut feeling. Whenever a planet touches the nodal axis, this indicates a time of fate and destiny. Whatever illusions may be breaking away is fate and destiny unfolding for you. The veil thins so we can see deeper truths. So pay attention to any deeper truths that are revealed to you during this time. Don't be afraid to lift the curtain or the veil and see what is behind. So that brings us to the Astrological New Year. We just had the New Year for our calendar year. Next up is the Astrological New Year, March 20th. This also is the equinox, which is the start of an astrological new year. This is when we'll really see the energy of what 2021 has to bring our way. The sun moves into Aries, the first sign in the zodiac. Like I said, this is when 2021 energy really begins. In 2020, we had 6 eclipses, which is very unusual. And in 2021, we'll be back to the norm where we have 4 eclipses. This year, though, we do have our first blood moon eclipse since January of 2019. This is an extra powerful day, which indicates extra cleansing and purging. It is also very volatile energy. So the eclipse dates, May 26th, there is that blood moon eclipse in Sagittarius. On June 10th, we have an annular eclipse in Gemini. On November 19th, we have a lunar eclipse in Taurus. And December 4th, we have our last but not least eclipse, total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. This is the end of the Gemini-Sagittarius eclipse cycle that started back in May of 2020, also signifying a point of closure. So then we have Jupiter in Pisces. On May 13th of this year, Jupiter moves out of Aquarius and into Pisces, where it will stay for just a brief period of time before it goes into retrograde, where it will move back into Aquarius briefly. Jupiter will retrograde and then it will move back into Aquarius, where it will be from July 28th to the last day of this year. Then Jupiter will stay in Pisces. This brief period will give us a hint of what is to come for when Jupiter moves into Pisces for good. Jupiter in Pisces is magical and mystical. This is very highly creative, spiritual energy. With this energy, our dreams and desires will reach new heights. It will also be easier to unlock psychic abilities. Next, we have Venus conjunct Mars. These two align every 2 years. It's very magical energy. This year on July 13th, expect balance and harmony. It's that feminine masculine energy I was talking about. Very favorable for romance and love. On August 8th, we have Lionsgate 88 that is also a new moon. This is always a special time of the year. Our spiritual sun Sirius rises in July, and on 8/8 the energy is so great because of numerology number 88. This is a powerful light code that activates our light being and our light body in our DNA. This year, on the 8th of August, we also have a Leo new moon. This will be good for manifestation, self-love, and healing the heart and the whole. Next up, we have Venus retrograde. Venus will go into retrograde December 29th in Capricorn. You can think back to what unfolded May of 2020. And you may find out that you are leveling up from whatever you were doing back during that time and advancing on whatever themes were stirred up for you during May. Venus retrograde is a time of heart healing and awakening. It's also a great time to practice forgiveness. It's all about clearing old wounds that are related to the heart. Overall, 2021 is a little bumpy and shaky, but everything has duality. So it offers for us creativity and innovation. It's time to expand your mind. Get away from your comfort. Try new things. You never know what you like until you try it. It's time to push the boundaries of the old because chaos is doing the same thing over and over and expecting new results to happen. So, I wish you guys the best. Happy calendar new year. I hope 21 is better than it was for you in 2020. And I wish everybody the best. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am always here for support and love and guidance if I can. But ultimately, go within. You have all the answers. Ask and you shall receive. Much love, y'all. Zen Jen out.